Hey, I didn't get a chance to record this trade live, so I'm just going to walk through my sell here. I sold after this big bear bar, thinking that it was big enough that we'd get at least a little bit lower, and we had yesterday's close right here. So I thought we'd get down there, and I was going to take 10 cents out of it. But it went down about 5 cents and reversed up strongly. So once I saw this, and it started to reverse up on this next bar, I exited for about a 20-cent loss. And I think something important to note here is that eventually it did get back down to my entry, and my stop was up here. My stop was here, so had I scaled in and waited to get down to my first entry, I would have been able to get out break even. The reason I decided not to scale in is because I actually didn't know exactly where to enter. And that's the difference, I think, between understanding probability and understanding strategy. So throughout this bar, I still in my mind thought we're probably going to test this close again. Here's an example of what I mean. This is September 23rd, 2009, and it's a similar type setup. So we get a sharp move down and then a really strong move up here, but the follow through isn't good, so it's a bear bar. And that bad follow through leads to a massive sell off to the downside. And here we got some follow through selling, but it bounced up for 4 bear bars and then eventually got back down to this price. And this happens often. So the probability is that even if it goes up for 4, 5, 6 bars, the odds are that it's going to get back down and test this low close. So for this setup, it's a similar situation. We got to move down and then a really strong move up, but bad follow through. And after this bad follow through, we get a really strong move down, even stronger than before. And so if you sell this close, even if it goes up for 2, 3, 4, 5 bars, the odds are that it's going to test back down to this low close. So the probability I know is that we're going to come down and test the close. But the strategy associated with that probability is something that I didn't have. So throughout this bar and this bar, I thought, why am I exiting if I think it's going to come back down here? The problem is that I didn't know exactly where to scale in. So I was in a tough spot. I didn't exactly know the strategy I was trying to implement. And because of that, I thought I probably shouldn't scale in here and just exited for a 20-cent loss. So that's kind of when I realized, even though I felt like I had a good grasp on the probability, I still had my hands tied because I didn't have the strategy to go along with it. So that's pretty much what I focus on in my analysis.